Jesus, I'm on my own. So I've been to Discord, right? And I saw the hints and stuff like this, little hints about what this game would look like. Actually, not what I'm doing right now. Uh, Not that it matters a lot, I have my own interpretation, right? Just I think they're going with it a little bit more differently than I expected it, but it's still fine. I think my interpretation still, you know, still is valid, right? I just have to keep going, and actually, this day has been more rough than ever. It's been so long. I thought I was gonna, like not make it. Okay, this is just jokes, alright? Everything's fine with me, just, really tough day, university stuff. I'm not the first year, right? So things are tough from the start, and this is what you have to do, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna hop in and just continue making what I've been making. I remember that I had a problem with, you know, um, okay, so let's, as I do this obviously all the time. Let's recollect what I've been doing, you know, previously. So I guess this theme I started making, like some kind of overarching plot, right? I'm not going way too into specifics, right? I'm making drafts here and there, big lines, big, drafts, and going down, midway, I'm gonna start, actually putting things together. So I have, it's an incredible opportunity, I think, to just, think more abstractly than ever. Not start from the details from the get go. I can actually start more abstractly, and I could get some, like big moves here and there, right? And then I'll just, combine whatever I've been able to, make. And obviously, some stuff is gonna go. It's not as easy as you would think. So yeah, this is the third day, and by the third day, I've done, practically nothing from the game standpoint, but from the architectural standpoint, I think I've done a substantial effort forward. So I can easily, right? Easily, I can make sequences now. This is not, like hard stuff for me. I can easily make sequences, which is good, which is great. I've been able to accomplish this, and I'm gonna show you what I've been able to accomplish. It's like something to consider. Like it's gonna take not that much of my time anymore to make sequences. I can just copy and paste, and this is gonna be great. But I have to think about it. Why is it not? Yeah, the problem is some of them, are just black, and I don't get why they're black. Right? They're not visible even. That's what I'm trying to say. They're not visible. And I had no time. I had to go. Driving lessons and stuff. Now I can you know, relax and just take a look at it, right? What is going on right now? Let me get closer to it. Then I'll tab and oh shit. From the start. All right. This is kind of hard, but we can move forward, I think. Oh shit. Oh my god. This is so annoying. Come on. Can I start out of focus? Yeah, thank you. I don't have to worry about that too much. It starts focused, and obviously I trigger all the stuff which I don't need. Yeah. So I'm gonna take the light, which is gonna be a hand, is gonna be a light, and obviously it's gonna be way bigger so I can see everything. Yeah, I think I don't need that actually. Well, uh, what's the problem? What's the problem? Why does it not see anything at all? Alpha is good. Okay. Oh, you mean that it's totally black and that's it? What? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it now. It's supposed to be lit. Wait a second. What? I know it's black, but like black should be, you know, like the light should, you know, handle the black color, right? The light should do something to the black color, right? I don't know how else to explain it, but like yeah, maybe it needs to be like that. Well, fine. Let it just be like that. Oh shit! I already forgot my palette. You know that's what I'm gonna do. All right, enough goofing around. Let's have a complete palette for now. Okay, let's make a palette. It's gonna be HGGJ palette, right? And it's gonna have black and what colors? What colors? I don't remember. Shit. Probably in the assets, sequences, textures. Yeah, this is the patterns. And I think I need a paint for this to work. Let me just look at it one more time. Yeah. Get it to the paint. I'm gonna take this, take that, get the color. What is the color? Can I get it? Probably no. Edit colors. Shit. Can I get it in X? Okay, 191, 191, 191 is I'm on my own. Okay, 2 hex converter. 191. Come on, don't die on me. Come on, 190. Come on, what are you doing? Oh, let's swap. Let's swap. I need RGB to hex. Yeah, 191, 191, 191. All right, converting. Okay, we got this color, which is going to be the second color. Okay, this is going to be black, right? 0. Complete 0. Complete 0, okay? This is going to be... Okay, this is going to be that color. Okay, now we have it. Edit colors, 64s. Those are 64s, 64, 64. Okay, we got this color, which is 40. Okay, I get it. What am I doing? Should be here. Hashtag, all of that. I mean, pound, whatever. And wait, what? Yeah, I've been doing the wrong palette. Okay, FB, right? No, BF. Yeah, save, and the last color is this one, right? Shit. Is this one, right? Oh, this is BF. No. I meant this color. Okay, this is 127, which is 27, 27, 127. This 7F, which is great, which is good. God is good. God is good. Just sorry for the I should speed reference. W speed. Okay. Now I have the full palette. I don't have to worry about it so much. Now all I need to do is just pick one, and it's gonna be this one, right? This color. Always take it and use it whenever we want to. Okay. Now left and right. Left and right has to be this color. I'm gonna have to quit and put it here. Okay, so now I can see them. Great. I hope that I'm gonna be able to see other ones. For that, I need to go to sequences and simply check whether I have the colors right or not. Yeah, those are 4 zeros. Those are I need to go for 4 zeros, right? 4 zeros. And those are probably 4 zeros, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, they are. Okay, so it's good. So now it's good, right? Now I can see all the things exactly as they meant to be, and this is working now, which is great, which is totally what I wanted. So yeah, now it works. But something that doesn't work is I have an action which goes you know in the sequence thing. It goes like before all of that, right? Before all of those steps. Okay. Now pick this color. Why doesn't it say this, right? I have to make sure that it does it, right? Okay. Okay. Let's go again. Go again. We go again. Resources, prefabs, scripts. Yeah. Sorry, my my mind right now is a mess. Right. I have to think about this for a second. Okay. Yeah. Firstly, I'm gonna quit, right? Because I've done everything good. I think it's just those sequences, which is good. Added sequences. Whatever. Okay, let's sync changes. Jesus, I've never synced them. Hello? This is unsafe. Okay. It's the first time that I've been able to sync those. Okay. Jesus, wake up. I need to close this because this is distracting. Ooh. Before I go offline, I have to make sure that my notebook is on the charge because God knows why. It just crashes without it. Unexpectedly. It's not great. I don't usually mind because it's just annoying, right? It's just annoying. Well, now all I need to do is find whatever I've been looking for. Yeah, it's something to do with the sequence, right? Next step. Ooh, yeah. So it calls an action. Oh, I get it. I get it. So it needs to have some kind of action attributed to it, right? Say next. Oh, this is what I've been doing. Yeah. Say next, and in the speaker, it only says one speech, right? When we have a list of speeches to say, so you're gonna be good, right? Or maybe announcement action or something like this. But yeah, the speaker only has one speech name, which is terrible. Yeah, this is actually quite concerning. How do I move forward with this? Sentences. Just a list of sentences to speak. I'm gonna start. I just did that. And yeah. Text displayer. Speak. Only one sentences. I need more than one, right? I need a list of speeches to say in order. Or what I need is not that. Maybe what I need is, okay, I just have sequence, right? I have the next step. It doesn't do anything at the start, right? It doesn't do anything at the start. So what I can do is have a start action that I have to somehow make, right? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What happens if I do it too quickly? Maybe just like that. Maybe I go focus, do this. Yeah, it just, it breaks a little bit. It breaks a little bit there, right? It just breaks. I could choose two, right? Which is not great. What if I do two, right? Yeah. I mean, it could be just four. Okay, this is not great too. So what do I do about that? I have to make sure that he cannot choose other paths whenever he chose the one he decided to choose, right? So all the next step triggers only be interacted with only something hasn't been already triggered, right? To have the next step. So interact happens at the same time as next step. So I can use that information to maybe, lock in so that, it hasn't interacted. It's the next step trigger, sequence step, next step. So I have multiple of those. Hasn't interacted. Yeah, I need one sequence step, which is going to have the next step. In my case, it's sequence step with fade, which is going to do this. And it's going to do it only one time, right? Yeah. But, at the same time, it has to share this one thing. You can choose only one, right? Triggers and sequence step with fade. They have the sequence hasn't been triggered. Yeah, I need to have a public boolean, which is gonna be uh, not the boolean. I don't know what. I don't know what. Transitioning is false, right? And then transitioning is, I don't know, maybe triggered, right? Gonna be false, and then triggered is gonna be true, but only for now until I am deactivated, right? maybe like that. Maybe I use it like that, and this is going to be more useful because now it hasn't been interacted with, and my sequence step triggered. Oh, doesn't work like this. Doesn't work like this. Because I need to have it in the sequence step, right? Trigger. Okay, now it works fine. Now it looks fine. Trigger is true. Trigger is false. Then we need to do this. Well, I mean, it's fine. Now it's fine. Now it's totally great. And I think now it's not going to happen, right? Because it has been triggered. I just bulletproofed it, and I can move forward. Now my thing is, how do I call an action, right? How do I call an actual action? Yeah, it doesn't work. Same. Doesn't make any sense. Fine. Okay. 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 What text do I have? Hello. Left or right? This has to be, like an action before you do something. Okay. Well, what do I have to do? Yeah, I need to call an action at the start and maybe at the end. So triggering is at the end of the thing. So I need a start action, right? And triggering is technically an end action, next step action. And I need the public abstract void start action, which is going to be public, which is going to be probably called at the awake. Or maybe I just don't do that, totally forget about that, and just, if you want a start action, you can easily do that, right? If you want to have it, you can easily do that. If you want to have it, you can easily do that. But for now, it's nothing. I think this is working fine. But if I want this, I can just override it and use it in the start, right? Override public void start action. Yeah, and I'm just gonna, say that the start action is gonna be, or maybe I do the instantiate thing here. It's gonna be called in start. I don't know. This is so hard. Maybe I just give it to myself, right? I just give it to myself. Whatever I'm doing right now. Okay. What do I need? I need to call a start function, right? How do I determine action? I don't know. Jeez, this is so stupid. Holy shit, this is so incredibly stupid. How am I gonna do this? What's my start action? How do I define it? What if I do it, faster than I should be doing it? This is stupid. This is actually stupid. Yeah, I think it doesn't work. It straight up doesn't work. How can I move forward? from that, what kind of action do I need? Like, that's the question. What kind of action do I need? Maybe, maybe the sequence step can require, or maybe not require, but like, if you have an additional thing, like component, which is gonna, be, start action at the start, is gonna call it if whatever it is has it. It's gonna call it start action. Okay, let me test my theory. Okay, sequences. Start sequence action. Yes, which is gonna be public abstract class, whatever. Maybe. Wait, it can be just. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think it can just just public interface called, I don't know, I sequence, I start, like this. And it's going to be just, public void start action, right? It's that. Okay. I start action. Okay, now I have this. Okay, now I can create probably, like start action stay, start action do this, start action do that. What if I have multiple, right? Multiple start actions. How do I, like call all of them? Start. I think it's gonna work. Yeah. Sequence action say CS. Say CS. Okay. Which is gonna be public class start sequence action say from mono behavior is gonna be and plus I start action is gonna be just public start public void start action. I mean override, right? Does it have to be overridden? Yeah. No. Yeah. It should be just I start action. I start action. What? Start action? Oh, just like that. Yeah. Whatever. Public void start action. There's gonna be. It's gonna require component type of speaker. It's gonna be in the namespace custom components. I'm going to place right here, and there we have it. Okay, now it works. Now it can work. Okay, now I can have as much components as I want, which will be the starting actions, right? Which I'm just gonna call them all at once, essentially, and it could be everything, enumerators, whatever. I just don't have to worry about it too much now. Okay, I can work with this. Action say. Action say is gonna be very simple. I just need serialized field string with chapter name. With chapter name serialized field string with not chapter but the chapter name speech name and at the awake, I'm just gonna find the action, the speech, game text, in game text serializer. I'm gonna find speech or something like a speech, get speech from chapter name, yeah. I mean, chapter name, speech name, right? I'm gonna get the speech. It's gonna be a list of strings, called sentences. Sentences is gonna be this. I'm gonna speaker. Yeah, and obviously I need a speaker. I need $1. That's what I need. Hey. Okay, speaker is gonna be get component speaker. It's gonna be this. Okay, we got the speaker. Speaker is gonna be saying something, and that's about it. Wait a second. No overload for method speak. Takes one argument. Oh, so I have to load it in. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, speaker. Maybe text something. Text player. Wait a second. Doesn't make any sense. I need a text displayer for this. Okay, I need a text displayer for this. How am I gonna take it then? I have to ask step for it. Oh, I'm gonna just say speaker. No, I can't do that. I just can't do that. Right? I just can't. I just can't do that. Wait a second. Speech name, text displayer. Okay, this is like bullshit. I feel like this is bullshit. Yeah. Well, I can work around that, which is not gonna be great, but like, yeah, this is what we do now, I think. Okay, this is not pretty at all. This is not pretty at all. Okay, string. Okay, this is. Don't do like I do, okay? This is embarrassing a little bit. Sentences. But yeah, it works for now. It's now a parameter, right? Wait, but set is true. Ooh. Force speak, alright? I can force speak it. Whatever. It's like, oh. Oh my god. No. Why did I do that? What did I add said? So it doesn't say twice? Like, that's, this is so unnecessary at all. I could just, I could just not, oh, I mean, yeah, just give them the sentences, for fuck's sake. Just, okay, the speaker is a total disaster, right? Yeah, I think it is a total disaster. Yeah, I think what I need is something completely different. Right? What I need is, but how am I going to pass it? That's the question. How am I going to pass it? So I don't compile it all the time. So I don't hard code it all the time. How am I going to do that? I need to have some kind of interface which is going to, like it's so strange. Say next, maybe say next, maybe like that. But it's Yeah, but it doesn't work like this. When you're here, say this. When you're here, say that. Yeah. How am I going to do this? Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so speaker is a total catastrophe, right? It just adds complexion for no reason. It's bad. It's like totally bad. But how am I going to undo that? Like, what do I need to exactly do? Say and next. Say what and next, right? Say how much and next. Only just one? Just say and next? Maybe I want to say two things. Speaker. Yeah, maybe just say and next. Say and next, and I'm just gonna pass here. Like, what do I have to call speak? Yeah. It just doesn't make any sense. I can just have a text displayer, which is a text maker, without assigning to the speaker. I can just directly, call whatever I need. Oh my god. Well, now I have to carefully destruct all of this. Destroy all of this. You know what? I'm just gonna delete this and see what happens, okay? Speaker, you know what? Bye bye. I don't need you anymore, I think. Yeah, I don't need you anymore. Okay, now save all of this, and we go with the speaker. Speaker, blah blah blah. Okay. Removing from here, from here, from here, from here, from here. Okay, I have the text displayer. I'm gonna find all of those speaker references. I'm gonna just completely forget about them, right? They are not necessary at all. Do I use the tutorial sequence anywhere? Have I used it? Probably not. Probably not. Probably I didn't use this at all. First one just calls the next one. Yeah. I think I just didn't use it at all. So you can just completely remove that, I think. Two. Tutorial sequence. Yeah, just buy. I think. Or maybe it did something. I don't remember. Shit. Maybe take it back. Wait. Did it do anything? Yeah, it passed on somehow, right? The speaker, it just passed on. Or did I just completely, each time just say next? Yeah, say next. Yeah, it just finds the. Oh, yeah. I can just totally remove that. Okay, so. And the last one is obviously here. Well, now we're talking. Once again, I'm just going to call this and see what was going to happen. Okay, now we have problems all over the place. Start action. Do you need to have this? Answer is no. I don't need to have this. Okay, next step. Instantiate. Whatever. Interact. Whatever. Close this. Close that. Text make close this. And interact. Say and next. What did I do here? I said text displayer, please speak sentences, right? What sentences? Well, you know which. You just need to reference them. Chapter name and speech name. That's about it. See, now we're talking. Now we're talking. And we instantiate them. Just like that. And I don't need to have all this. Jesus. Why would I do it like that? Like, I totally was off it yesterday. Whatever yesterday me was doing, it's just not good. Just ain't gonna cut it. Sentences. Just gonna be this. Game text serializer. Get speech, which is this. Speech name, which is this, right? Right. And just speak those sentences. Just like that. Okay, now we move here. Start sequence action say. The same thing. The same thing. I just need to have a reference somewhere. Well, I just get it. Whatever. I just get it. I just find it. For now, right? Maybe I don't have it right now, but I'm gonna just, it's not taking any toll at all. Let's find this. It's not making anything slower, okay? Let's do it like that. Text displayer, speak the sentences. Now it's working better. Well, for that, text activator, that's fine. Sequence step, fine, that's fine. And I think that's all good. Yeah, pretty much all good. I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna just have the complete, I'm just gonna have the same thing, right? And nothing's gonna, like be out of the ordinary, right? Not gonna have any errors. Okay, yeah, references all fucked up. Now I need to find them in the resources, sequences, tutorial, and I need to open the prefab, and yeah. Well, it's here, right? Yeah. What I'm gonna say next? My reaction, right, to it. What's my reaction to it? Let's find this one. Okay, it's gonna be here. You know what? Probably just open it. Just whatever. Right. Where? In the tutorial. God damn it. Yeah, missing script. Well, obviously missing script. Jesus. Okay. Remove that. Do you have any speakers? No. Okay, and speech name this. This is tutorial, right? Tutorial. Okay. I have the tutorial now. And I have this. This is when left. This is when left. This is when right. This is tutorial. Okay. Moving forward. Okay, totally great. Now, up and down, just gonna remove the script. It's also in the tutorial, but the only difference is that he went either up or down. Okay. I went up, but he went down. Okay, and the third one, the same thing. Okay, you all are not having this. You all went somewhere. You all are in tutorial. But the difference is you went UL, you went DR, you went DL. That's it, right? That's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. And we should have the same impact as the last time. So I'm going back. I just removed the unnecessary thing. Ooh, this is in Russian. I don't know why. Just loaded up before. Oh, because yeah, obviously I need to make sure that it's not in Russian before. Yeah. Totally not great. I mean, where is Ru? Where's Ru? No, I mean, that's the whole word, right? There's Ru. Who is the first one? Ian. Okay, maybe like that. For now, obviously. I'm gonna have settings and all of that, which is gonna be this whole other ordeal, right? Maybe I'm just gonna remove completely the Russian text, right? For all the Russian folks out there. Yeah, I won't go there. Same. I mean, I can see that. And now the last one. Okay, once again. Now I'm gonna go right. Okay. Same. And green more. Yep. Works fine. The same way. Nothing, like FPS is not gonna be at the dumpster. This is just a simple game. Well, now let's talk. Let's talk real business, which I've been doing since the start. The action. Starting action. The same thing, I'm just gonna test it, right? Okay. Here, the starting action is going to be start sequence action save. Well, it's gonna be it's gonna be it's gonna be chapter name tutorial. Oh, I should do it here. Tutorial. I'm gonna have speech called question, right? It's all in questions, at least in this thing. It's all in questions. This is the question. This has the question. Here it's up or down. Question at the tutorial, right? Sequence accuracy, tutorial, and quarters. And now let's talk. All right, let's talk. Let's do the normal path. Didn't do shit. Well, because it didn't find anything, because I'm a dumbass, right? Remove. Does it say anything or not? Well, obviously it doesn't, because I didn't call the start action anywhere. Obviously, I need a sequence step to handle this somehow. I don't know how. I just don't know how. This is interesting. Just don't know how. I need a sequence with this, which is going to handle all of this, all the starting actions. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Sequence I start action list, right? Going to be list of start actions. If okay, and I'm gonna just collect them. Start actions. Start actions are components of I start actions to list, right? To list. And if start actions size, length, whatever the thing is, size. Oh, what is this? Length? Jesus, I forgot. Count is greater than 0. Well then, and obviously new list. I start action or not greater than 0. Then for each start action, I start action s and start actions s start action. There we go. Now I think it should work, but is it healthy? Am I doing this the healthy way, or am I doing this the wrong way? And I'm gonna suffer forever trying to mitigate the damage that I've been done. How do I say this? Architecturally, right? Hello. Left or right? Okay, now we're talking. Obviously left. Don't go there. Up or down? Yeah, I don't know about that. Which current do you prefer? Right one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. The problem is, it needs to pile up. And for that, I need a queue. I've been doing this since forever. The queue way of doing this, which works great, until it doesn't, right? And obviously this is going to grow to handle the sentence is going to be an object soon with the wait until, wait after, wait before, before time delay. I'm talking delays, right? Before time delay, after time delay, in between time delay, whatever. It's going to continue, not continue, contain those. But it's going to be later. Okay, later. I need firstly to make a queue. Because obviously TextMaker is not handling this right. Not the right way. It's calling speak, but the problem is it's just starting coroutine. And each time that I'm adding sentences, it just breaks. It just breaks. It shouldn't do that. What instead it should do, it should have a queue of queued sentences, right? Queue, until now, it's going to be queue of lists of string, going to be queued sentences, going to be just new queue, right? New queue strings. Well, its only action is going to be gonna have to grow now into a whole new function. Okay. Start coroutine. Speak. Yeah, it's gonna add sentences to the queue. Okay. Okay. So it's gonna add to the queue, and when it's done talking and whatever, it's gonna move to the next, right? Jesus. Ah, it's it's like I don't know. Whenever I'm not doing anything, nobody's touching me. The minute I start doing something, oh, everyone needs me right now. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Whatever. This is so annoying. I'm still gonna, continue. Whatever. Keep talking your shit. Well, okay. Cute sentences. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cue them. I forgot how I need to do this. Hold on. I'm just gonna cue them in. If the queue is none, I'm gonna start the coroutine. Right. If the queue is none, if the queued sentences count is 0, start this. Right? This is our thing. Start this. Otherwise, add to the queue. Not in. In queue, right? And queue this list. And here, it's not doing it just like that, right? It's gonna be up one level for each. No. It's not gonna be just like that. It's gonna be while queued sentences count greater than 0, I'm just gonna pop the sentence here. And not gonna depend on anything, right? No parameters. Okay. It's gonna solely depend on this list strings for now sentences. Soon it's gonna be not just strings, it's gonna be the whole object, which is gonna contain timings, delays, stutters, not stutters, whatever, right? All the JSON fun stuff. Right now, let it just be strings, okay, for simplicity's sake. Queued sentences, dequeue, right? You just dequeue this. We have the sentences, and you know the queues: first in, first out. So obviously, the last in is going last out, right? The last in is going last out. I mean, that's just how it goes. Well, what are you doing? Now, if I start this, it's gonna act completely differently. Now it's gonna be queued in, and whatever I'm doing, it's gonna queue up. The problem is, you remember those timings with yield delays? They work for a specific timing. If I do things instantly, it's gonna have to wait more time because the thing that's in queued still hasn't been set, right? So how do I do this? I probably need some, on actions on the end of the sentence action, which I can, probably put here somewhere. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, honestly, right now. It's probably gonna wait until, I figure out. Maybe it's gonna be, not just sentence, but, maybe an action with this, right? It's gonna be an object which can contain this list of string, or list of sentences, right? Plus the action that I'm going to do at the end of it. And it's going to check, does it have this action? If it does, then boom, I'm doing this. Which is great on paper, but I'm not sure how it's going to go, right? So whatever I'm going to do, I have to make sure that I understand everything correctly. Okay, now let's try this. Try this one. Yeah, I've already compiled all of this. Um, okay. Come on, just do it. I swear it's gonna take longer than usual. Now no senses at all. I mean it's obvious because yeah, it doesn't say anything. Oh, yeah, I did this the wrong way. I mean in Q, if the count is 1, do this. Now I think it should work. Probably, I don't know why. Probably it should work. I mean, no. I mean, I should recompile, reload all of this. Come on, let's do it. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Hello. Left or right? I would. Oh, it still goes. It still goes. I don't know why. I don't know why. It still goes. Still goes. Not great. Still goes. Uh, what am I doing wrong? Only if cute sentences count is 1, it will start speaking. Why does it do that? Like that? Okay, I'm enjoying this. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I actually don't know. This is kind of interesting. I actually don't know what's happening here. Yeah, this is interesting. Well, I have a count, which is 1. While count is greater than 0, do this. The Q, right? For each sentence in sentences, I do that and whatever. I don't care about it at all. Someone's calling to speak. This guy, whatever. They're all calling. They're all queuing, which is good. But why just, calls and calls and calls and calls? Like, this is bullshit. It shouldn't be like this. Is equal to 1. Well, let's start debugging, I guess. I just don't have any other choice but to start debugging. And I'll probably use sentences count. Use count of viewed U N N Gs. Okay. 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 Oh, I get it. It decuses. It decues it just like that. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. It decues it, and now it's 0. And now in queuing it means uh start again. Oh, I'm just dumb. Whatever, bro. It was way too easy. I just couldn't see it. So is speaking. Is he speaking? If not, then we're fucked. I mean, otherwise, if his speaking is true until it's not, right? So it's not so true. I mean, yeah, true. I mean, start speaking here, not even the while. I mean, it doesn't do anything, but just more correct. I feel like, and isn't speaking. Now we're talking. Now finally we're getting somewhere. Okay, finally we're getting somewhere. So the reason I'm queuing them so that they won't get lost in the call, right? If I just check that they are, see, now I've done this. By the way, oh no, I'll go there, up or down, same. Oh, now the meaning gets lost. Ooh, which is not great too. Hold on a second. What did I do here? What did I do here? Hello. Left or right? Can we go there? Up or down? Okay. Corner do you prefer? I mean, no. Meaning doesn't get lost. That's fine. The problem is now, as you could saw, as you could see, the problem is it just goes way too fast out of the sync because my sequence and however it operates, it just assumes that the timing is just the length of the same sentence, right? Just wait a couple of seconds and then go. Obviously, the more you pile up, the more delay you need to wait, do certain action. What if you don't wait? What if you just pass the function call and call it with the action? So I need to make a quote unquote sentence object, which can take not only sentence but also the action attributed to it. Like and how do I do that exactly? How do I do that exactly? Well, because obviously I could just pass just sentences and second sentences plus action, as the current parameter. But now the question is, how do I track which ones are connected to each other, right? How do I track this? Just like I should start a different queue. I mean, am I dumb? Mitigate two queues. Why not just make object which is gonna resemble like a struct, right? I don't even need to make a class. I can make a struct. Okay, now let's think. Which actions I'm talking about? Like, what's the problem here? Is it because of the fate? Probably. Okay, say and next sequence step with fade. Yeah, and it waits this much time, which is until the sequence is over. No. It's because say and next is doing the interact thing, which is initiated by the next step trigger, which is called it. Right? That's not the approach. I need this stay and next to be delayed. This is the thing. I need this to be delayed somehow. So that this next step trigger. How do I do this? Oh, this is interesting. Next step, sequence next step trigger. And he does the next step, but he could also do it in the interact. Wait, hold on a second. Jesus. Let me think this through. Okay, interact. I can call interact the next step. Do this and do the next step, right? What is interact gonna do? Interact is the thing which is gonna say, okay, you have interact. It's gonna say, okay, do whatever is here. Then, what if I add next step onto it? Well, it's gonna that's not how I want it. That's not how I want it though. How do I want this? I don't know. Yo, cat is broken, by the way. Yo, so many drop frames. Holy shit. Okay, docs, chat. Yeah, chat is broken. Oh, no, it's not. Well, I mean, yeah. I need to think this through somehow. Okay. I have a sequence step. Okay? It needs to be called. Maybe just leave the next step to the interpreter's mind, which is not great either. Why do I call it the next step trigger then? But who cares, right? Right? Who cares? I have to say myself where and how I make this. So, I don't give a shit. Okay? And if I don't give a shit, then I could just put it wherever I want to. Okay, now this is great. Now we can move from there. Well, now I have to make sentences. Okay, let's make a struct called not sentence, but like sentence. All right, let's make it sentence, but in the other sense, in the text maker sense. The custom components, right? It will be in the custom components. First of all, public struct called sentence. We're just gonna include list of strings for now. Sentences. Sentences. Right. Let it be sentences. Okay. Sentences. And for now, action on. I mean action on and no, just action on and action. Okay. On start action. Right. For now. Just for now. And it can check whether they are null or not. If they are null, then I'm going to, and I need text maker for this. I need a text maker for this. It's not going to be just list of whatever. Now it's going to be a list of sentences, which are sentences list of sentences. And now this works. Sentences. What? Sentences. Or as in sentences. As sentences. Sense. Does it have to be public? Yikes. Why would you do that? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Just move from there. Sense sentences. No? Hello? Oh, it's a list. For each. Okay. Yeah. Sense. Now one up. Just gonna be for each string sentences in bundle sentences. Right? This is all working now. Bundle on and action. Shit. What is it? Invoke. Like that, yeah. I mean on start. And here on an action invoke. Okay, now we have end and start action. Okay, now let's fix this. Sentences are great, but I need to make real sentences, which are list of sentences. And sentences won't be able to be like that. I need a list of string called sense. And I guess sentence list, right? And list of sentences, and it's gonna be okay, sentences. Wait, is it list? Oh no, I made something wrong. Oh, I made something wrong. Oh, it's just queue of sentences. It's just queue of sentences, right? Because each sentence contains a list. Oh, I'm so dumb sometimes. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we're talking. Okay. I've been thinking like, where's the third floor coming from? Okay, now we have the sentence. Jesus, now it's better. Okay. Bundle. Still gonna be bundle though. I like the word bundle. It just works. Right? Bundle. You're gonna be this. In bundle. Okay. And I think it needs to be here, actually. It needs to be here. And it needs to be here. And I think it works fine now. Right? Right. Well, not so right for here. But easily fixable. Sentences, new sentences, and I think new sentences, right? And sentences is going to be sentences is going to be sentence list, and sentences on and action is going to be whatever the thing is. Sequence, I think. Sequence step, right? And I'm going to have to make it public. Protected, I mean. Saying next step trigger, protected. So it's shared. Sequence step, next step. Okay. Okay. Okay, now it works. See, now it works. And ignore the right one, right? Obviously not. You need to say something too, which is totally understandable. Sentence C is going to be like that, and I'm going to have to say sentence C is going to be this, and I'm going to have to say sentence C is our sequence. Action say. I don't need anything for that actually, which is good. Okay. 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 1 hour 30. I think I'm gonna be done for now. Let's just see how it goes. Let's just see if it compiles properly. Have I made a mistake? Have I broken the thing? No. Not working. Oh, yeah. We're going to forget about this. You know what? Text activator. I'm usually going to do this. Should I? Should I? Should I not? Oh, yeah. It's just a list of things to say. No. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I don't need this anymore. So, whatever you're doing, just ain't cutting. Now it works. Now it works. Yay! Same. Which one do you prefer? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Shit. I broke it again. What did I break this time? Well, sequence. Something about the sequence. Hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. Entities. Get back here. I'm not done. What are you doing, man? I'm not done. What are you doing? Okay. Let's think this through. I need to know that everything is working fine. Triggered, right? And whatever the thing is, checks whether the second sequence step is triggered, right? And it's not triggered. It's triggered, well, fuck. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why. So hard now. I made this so complicated. I didn't. It's fine. I'm just overreacting. I'll go there, okay. What do you mean I wouldn't go there, okay? What do you mean I wouldn't go there, okay? You can't do that. You just can't do that, right? You just can't do that. 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 Come on, man. What is going wrong, right? Say next. Okay, I assigned this the next step, which is great. Oh, the next step, which I define here. Oh, I get it. Which I define here, right? Which I define. Where do I define it? Here. I define this. Oh shit. Here. I define this here. Yeah. And it only works at this stage, okay? At this stage it gets triggered. But it shouldn't do that. It should be triggered right away. Now how do I fix this? Okay. How do I fix this? So it just locks in. Just locks in the answer. Well, I could say that triggered whatever it is. Does it have? Yeah, it has a sequence step, right? So it's triggered. Yeah. I can just, say next, and I could just do that, I think. Just do that and say that, you know what? You know what, mate? Next step. Triggered. Sequence step. Triggered. True. It's triggered. Okay? Whatever you're doing, it's triggered. Okay, now this should work. Now let me cook. Now let me cook. This is triggered. Okay. This is triggered now, which is great. Which is totally great, which is cool, which is perfect. We could work fine, okay? Hello. And he's gonna just say, well, I don't know about that, or something. Don't go there. Okay, no! Up or down? Come on, man. You can't do it like this. You can't just do it like this. Come on. I mean, what are you doing? Like, sequence step should be triggered. Oh, some instantiate. Oh. Oh. So what? Wait, so what? Oh, so it's still on the end action. Jesus. I don't know. Wait, what causes it to call it? Uh, when I interact with it, or what? Yeah, probably when I interact with it, right? And next. Yeah, yeah. So trigger here. Oh, I'm just dumb. Jesus. I'm not thinking today. That's what I'm doing. I'm not thinking today. Okay? Now it works. I mean, now it should work. I mean, come on. I mean, I've done everything I could. I've done everything I could. Come on. Now it should work. Now it should work. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Come on. Left or right? He's gonna say, I don't know about this one, and move forward. Right? Don't go there. Okay. Yeah. Up or down? Same. Which corner do you prefer? I mean, this one. I mean, I could see that. Well, I could also see that. Which is great. Which is great. Oh my god. I just perfected that. Well, and you know what? What I've done now, if I established everything correctly, now I can make sequences just like fast. I mean, there still could be problems. Yeah, but now I've just solidified that. Now, I need to make the fourth step, which is on my list. I don't know where it is. Like, wake up the guy, which is awake Morgan, right? And there's going to be a room, which is going to be dimly lit. It's going to be dimly lit, and there's going to be, like, uh, throwing clothes around. It's going to be probably pixel art. I'm thinking pixel art. Uh, and and you hear a ringtone, like a phone ring. Maybe just a phone like buzzing, like ooh ooh, and you have to find the phone. And this, like finding the phone, turning this off means that okay, shit, now it's time to wake up. And now you can see the Morgan. You can click on them and you can follow. I mean, you can lead them whatever you want. You can unclick them to just inspect things around. The Morgan guy, right? So I'm not sure how it's gonna look prospectively. Is it gonna look, the classical platformer way? I mean, it probably should be better this way. Uh, yeah. Or platformer way is good, right? Or it could look top down, which I know is insane thing to say, but yeah. Yeah, no. Now that I think about it, let it be just side scrolling. I could scroll the sides, like just by pushing the boundaries of the camera, of like going right and left, up and down. I can move the camera this way, which is gonna be great. Yeah, and I'm gonna inspect the room. I'm gonna follow my mouse and whatever. And yeah, this is gonna be great. Well, that's it for now. I have no time left. My parents are freaking out right now that I'm doing something when I normally should be, laying in bed and stuff. Well, whatever. Now, thanks for watching, nobody. And bye bye.